Hello, Meow.
Hi, Meow.
And welcome back to our channel.
I'm Electro.
I'm Shift.
And in today's video,
we're doing story time.
Yay! I had so much fun doing the first one, so we decided to do another one.
Whee!
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna read it.
Yes, because I trip over my words and you're very dexterous.
I can read words.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so the name of the story is Easily Corrupted. In the early age of this world, there was a small village. In this village, the people were trained to kill dragons and their offspring. Dragons were tricksters and knew how to shapeshift into any living thing. The dragons were also able to corrupt any living life form it came into contact with. The village was located in the middle of a swamp. It was situated in a place that made it easier for the villagers to keep watch for any incoming danger. The current group of trainees that were being taught to slay the dragons were the most promising that the village had seen. They all excelled in their training, but two, however, stood out from the rest. Years flew by like days as they trained until one day, the two strongest were sent on a trip. They, like all trainees, were taught to track by sensing energy. Every living creature had a unique type of essence. Using this ability and others they were taught, the two managed to clear the surrounding areas of the village of all dragon offspring and the corrupted. This action, however, ended up making more and more dragons' offspring come to the swamp to reclaim their land. The two students continued on with wiping them out to their best ability. This continued on until one day, the elders of the village called the students back to the village. When the students arrived at the village, everything was quiet and no one was in sight. The five students made their way to the elders' hut in the far back corner. As they approached, they could sense an ominous aura surrounding them. Finally, as they reach the front door, they hear one of the elders say, "Enter." Opening the door, the students see the elders were not human anymore. They were the dragons that had been corrupting everything. The dragons turned to the students and explained, "We made you to feed our babies. We trained those with immense power to be sacrifices to our offspring, so that they grow big and strong. But no, you five were trained too well. All of you have slaughtered countless of our kind. It ends today. We'll finish you ourselves." The elders flew towards the trainees, and like they were trained, the trainees evaded and kicked into action. Two of the dragons honed in onto the two strongest trainees. One with white flames and the other shooting out purple toxin, blasted the two trainees into an embankment. With themselves now covered in water and mud, the two dragons blasted them once more. The mixture of elements created a crystallized cocoon around the two trainees, trapping them in a stasis-like effect. Thousands of years ended up passing by. The bodies of the two trainees started to absorb the matter encasing them. The swamp they once lived in was now much smaller, and a nearby city was growing exponentially. Eventually, the two broke free of their prison. They looked upon the new world they stood in and saw that there were now many more walks of life. It looked as if all the wildlife had become one with the corruption and the dragon offsprings. They didn't sense any evil coming from the creatures or ill intent. However, the growing city now visible from the swamp worried the two trainees. They wondered what had happened to the humans, or if they were even human anymore, especially seeing as the only food source was now corrupted. All of a sudden, a large wooden creature that looked like a gazelle and a crocodile rose from their swamp, caught in a net. The two trainees rushed over to help. They pulled the net off the creature. The creature glanced towards them, and as soon as the two trainees stared into its eyes, they could sense one of their old trainee friend's essence. From behind them emerged a stone wolf eel and a leaf bird lizard-like creatures. The two creatures approached them, and the two trainees sensed a familiar essence coming from them. It was the others from their training group. The dragons had corrupted the small village and turned everyone into beasts, but the strongest will stayed right there, waiting to be saved. And that's it! So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And the drawing, of course, is based on the wooden crocodile gazelle. Yeah. Yes. It's a mouthful. Oh my god, I always stuffed up like a million times trying to read it. But yeah, so I love how it turned out. Just saying, so we get that out there.
Yeah, like you've read probably about 15 to 20 of my stories, and you said this one was your favorite.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, you have a favorite.
Like this one just had like a sense to it. Like there was a world, there was like a whole thing about it, and I could just see it, and that's why I loved it so much.
I love the fact that the actual dream, because this is a dream, of course, ended before you knew what the humans were like. Like, just the difference of humans back then to...
It's just like every movie these days. They always leave it on a cliffhanger, so you just want to go see the next one. So
Don't worry, there's no flashbacks.
God. But yeah, I love how you turn out. I love the gazelle end of the picture. It turned out so good. It looks really realistic. And I even knew you when you first drew it. You're like, damn, look at that ass.
Yeah, I felt like the butt was the most realistic of everything. And I was like, is it bad to just say that my favorite part is the butt?
No, but yeah, no, it's not bad. Yeah, well, I love everything about it. Even the front half looks really cool. It's just it's such unique, and I can't even imagine it. Like your mind, it's so pretty.
I can't imagine it either. I just dreamt of it. I've got no imaginativity or whatever.
Imagination.
Yeah, it's just like it just comes to me in a dream.
Well, guys, what do you guys think of the story? Would like to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you'd like us to do more story times, because we really enjoy doing them, let us know as well.
Yeah, we actually have another one coming soon.
Yes, I'm so excited for that one. I'm even helping drawing with this one.
Yes,
it's so good.
You're drawing one of my characters, and I was just so amazed because I told you it and I didn't think you liked it. And then you're like, so what are the characters? And I explained them, and you were just like, that sounds really awesome to draw.
Yes.
I'm like, really?
Yes, because I had a vision, and it's different from like everything I've pretty much done before. So when you guys see the picture, it's gonna be like completely different from what I usually do, and I love it. It turned out so good. It's like one of those first times where you like imagine something, and it comes out the way you imagine it, and you're just like,
That's so weird too. Like when I say things to you, like I give you descriptions of characters, it's kind of like an alternate dimension in a fuzzy mirror kind of thing. Like you don't get it.
No.
But with this one, it was so on point to what I imagined. I was just like, damn, we are so in sync right now. We are fused.
We so are. So guys, we're super excited about that, of course. So keep an eye out for that. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to
Like and subscribe.
and hit that bell notification button, so that way whenever we post something, you get notified.
Bye, meow.
Bye, meow. Bye.